What's up, guys? Here with another video, and this is I don't know if it's gonna rub people the wrong way, or you're either gonna love me or you're gonna hate me when you finish watching this. But I was doing some thinking about racing games earlier today because I'm a huge racing game fan. Altered the Xbox and N64. I've never really played hardcore racing games like Gran Turismo. I've only had Gran Turismo 4 and 5 and didn't play any of the other ones. Um, but let me continue. Why PGR 3 and 4 are the most ambitious arcade racers of all time? Now, when PGR 3 first came out, that game blew me away because the entire lifespan of the 360, I think it was still, even though it was a launch title, it was one of the best looking racing games on 360. And that completely blew my mind, especially, launch titles, they're supposed to the game's supposed to improve over time. No, PGR 3 withstood the test of time. And one thing I will say about PGR is I've always really enjoyed the physics of PGR because it didn't feel too over the top, but yet it had a mix between not being too over the top and not being too realistic. It was always about cruising in style, and that's one thing I've always appreciated about PGR. It was a cruising game, and it was fun power sliding and all that stuff, but it had a sense of realism to it as well. Um, I felt it was, the whole PGR series was one of the most ambitious. Let's look back at PGR 2. We had rain, we had night racing, and this is on an original Xbox. It took Forza fucking 6 does not have night racing. The rain in it is implemented fucking terrible. Same thing with Race Pro. No, not Race Pro. What the fuck was that? What is that trash? Project Cars. Yeah. We had that. We also PGR 3. We had great graphics. We had Gotham TV, a feature that disappeared from racing games as soon as after PGR 3 came out. I always thought Gotham TV was one of the coolest ideas, and you had Gotham Heroes, and it was an algorithm they set up to which had the best players duking it out for the best in the best racing on PGR at that time. And unfortunately, I was snubbed by Gotham Heroes. I don't know why, because I was one of the few people who was using automatic while I was beating people who were using manual. So to me, that's crazy. Yeah, PGR3. And unlike a lot of arcade games or a lot of racing games in general, where it's all about racing, this game had like the cone challenges. It had the drifting. Okay, Forza had those, but not like this. It had the drifting thingies. I can't think of the other ones right now, but yeah. And also, yes, we had Cat and Mouse, a classic fucking game. We had city tracks, which each city had its own unique feel. Something that I don't think I've ever seen in an arcade racer. What else? And another thing. No, hold on. Let's go back to Gotham TV. Gotham TV comes out, Gotham Heroes comes out. Amazing games. You have, let's see, Forza 3, 4, 5, 6 had Forza TV, but this shit was all replays. Wait, hold on, Forza 2, I think you could watch other people's. I think. But the rest of them, you couldn't do that. PGR 4, I believe they took out Gotham TV, which is kind of a bummer. And that's a bit of a letdown, but still. I thought that was awesome. I thought the whole idea of you have this incredibly detailed environment to where you can sit your cars any which way you want to, anywhere you want to, and just walk around these beautiful environments like the villa, the garages, and just look at your cars and take pictures. Um, and you could go in the back of every environment, every garage environment, and what is it called? You could play Geometry Wars. Another thing you could do. Oh yeah, you know what? Another this I never saw this feature ever fucking return in any other racing game. Was I could test drive cars I didn't own yet. Um, it was in PGR 2 when you could go to the showroom. I could look at the car on the showroom. I could take that shit out on the track and drive it. That was cool. Um, let's see what else. Hmm. Another thing. No other racing game has ever brought back. All the and PGR had the best implementation, but the problem with PGR three's version of it was those damn arrows. And I'm talking about the track creator. Gran Turismo did not do any good with the track creator. And I'm talking about that little shit that it wasn't nearly as good as this. PGR, it gave you a map. It said you can, and it gave you a map, and you just basically drew where you wanted the track to go, and it drew it, and it built the track, and it made the track for you. The one problem PGR had with this was those damn arrows, because they got hard to see, and sometimes they wouldn't show up really till you were right at the braking zone, and it was very frustrating. But besides that, no other games really did that. Gran Turismo 5, I don't really count that as a track creator to me, because all you could do was fill in parameters. I couldn't go out and just build the track. Um, what else? Shit. Hold up. PGR 4, what did they bring out? Motorcycles. They bought full weather. Snow, rain, thunderstorms. Like, it was anything you could think of. And that was awesome to me. I remember one of my fondest memories of playing Xbox back in the day was the P Diddy PGR2 commercial. If you guys remember back that far, if you guys are as old as I am. And I really love if somehow Microsoft ever bought back Lucid. Well, it's not Bizarre Creations anymore. They went and created their own thing known as Lucid Games, and they made a iOS game. I'm not so sure if it's on Android yet, but Microsoft, in my opinion, should buy them back. Make PGR 5, because that, honestly, I would probably choose a PGR 5 with all those features back into it over a Forza Horizon 3, in my opinion. Do I have a problem with Forza Horizon? You know, no, but the activities you could do in PGR were just beyond what you see in games today. It's like, games are afraid, except for indies, are afraid to be ambitious. And that's one of the problems with our industry is we lack ambition. We see cash, we see dollar signs, and we just go to where they are. We don't try to be ambitious and to possibly and take a risk of even making more money and even bringing in a bigger crowd and having a bigger fan base as well. But I'm going to end this video at that. Let me know what you guys think about what I just said. I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with me, but feel free to let me know, guys. Have a good day.